This is a walkthrough of all of the quests in Whiterun, and there are a lot of them. The first thing is that there are barrels marked as steel, and here's a barrel that is safe for 30 days. Now these barrels don't respawn for 30 days, so you can put stuff in there very safely, and as long as you come back within 30 days, you won't lose your stuff. And I've never had a problem, ever, with this. So the one free barrel, if you have a lot of junk, you can come into town, drop everything off, and then go about doing all of these quests. But I'm going to get almost all the barrels in town as storage containers, just as part of doing these quests. So every time you do something for someone, they open up their barrels for storage, probably stuff inside their homes for storage. Earthguard is a perfect example. You get Earthguard as a follower. All of her containers inside her house you can use, and some of those don't respawn. Generally, containers that have drawers don't respawn, so they're safe forever. So here's a beef merchant, and I'm going to stop in with him. I'm going to stop in with him every chance I get and buy beef. And then the other merchant just across the way, Carlotta, I'm going to stop in with her and buy stuff. She always has some good stuff to buy. Hanging moss. Always pick up hanging moss. Good for cash. Give me this hanging moss. Thank you. I'm going to empty out every Jarl's palace. I'm going to come back for the little swimming pool later. There's good stuff in there that I want. But for right now, I'm just going to go into Dragon's Reach and do this little bit, which I'm going to skip.
My lord, please.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Okay, and after doing that, I'm going to come see this guy, and there's a quest I want. I'm looking for work, and I want the delivery quest this guy has. So I picked up the delivery quest from the blacksmith, and I've picked up Farengar's delivery quest, and these two things are really important. These are two really, really useful things to do at level 0. Yes. My delivery company would like to have this job. Thank you. And not a mage. Everyone thinks that Lazgar is a mage. No, not a mage. Proventus. Here's your sword. Now, what this does is, he gives us a big, 50 septims, which is great. But the real payoff is now I get to loot everything in the palace. And so all of the silver we're going to pick up is going to be recycled into... Oh, he gives us 20 septims. Okay, that's even better. We're going to get all of this silver to make silver ingots, to make jewelry. We're going to get to lots of locks to pick. We're going to get a free bed in the palace, which is a good bed. It's not a crappy bed. And the view up here is great. And so this takes a while. Do both sides of the palace, all of the rooms. There's stuff everywhere to pick up. And pretty much I just pick up everything. And then come down to Arcadia and drop off the fire salts or frost salts from Farengar. And then she gives us a ton of stuff inside her alchemy shop. And one of the things that we want is we want the healing poultice, the formula for healing poultice. We don't have to steal it. We just have to look at it, and then we can make healing poultices, which is really good at level 0. And, well, I take everything in here. And the first floor, all the stuff, and the second floor, too. So Lazgar is not a thief, so I can look at it, and that's all I have to do to get the recipe, and it'll show up in the menu when I go to the tanning rack. But all I need to do is look at it and then take everything else.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Foolish old woman.
And I also get this barrel. So in this barrel, I always put food and alchemy ingredients, because right here is where the alchemy shop is, and right next door to the left is where I'm going to cook food. Now our alchemist does have a cooking pot, so you can cook inside the alchemist shop, but she's not open 24 hours a day. So just out of habit, I'm going to go over to the inn to cook food. And I'm going to cook a lot of food, so that's, you know, it's real handy to have all the ingredients right here by the door.
Nothing of our struggle.
That quest just to the right gives us a ton of elven armor, which we can recycle if we are playing an evasion character, which I'm not.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
So she likes us,
Forget to check inside
and
the
now
shop.
we get these two barrels. This is the barrel I'm primarily going to use. Well, I'm going to use these two barrels. Probably not going to use this one. The front two probably going to be all I need any game.
I don't expect the three of you to fight off the dragon by yourself.
That's about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
So basically that's just to drop stuff off, and then I'm going to go through and pick up everything. Lots of potions. And the junk I pick up here, there's no reason to carry that around. You can just walk across the street and sell it to the everything vendor.
If there's anything I can help you with, you have but to ask.
In the early game, I'm just trying to get cash to buy training. And the really easy thing to buy training in to help the early game as a heavy armor character is to buy training to level 35 in smithing. And so that's what I'm going to do. Most games I don't buy any smithing, but in this game, just because I'm feeling lazy, I'm going to buy training to 35. And the guy in Riften is a great trainer to do that with, and I'm going to do that when I go to Riften. But I want to go there with some cash. Yeah, and reading books is good because it gives you better blessings. And I'm looking for salt and garlic. Salt and garlic is going to be a great source of money for me. So I'm going to eventually become a partner with every single merchant in the game and take everything that they want to give me for free. If you're playing a thief, well, then you come back and you steal everything too. But yeah, this is an easy way to pick up a whole bunch of coin in the early game. Just picking up what's available. And in Whiterun, there's a ton of stuff that you can pick up and not be a thief. And quite frankly, I really like this. I know a lot of people, this is not the kind of game they want to play, where they go around and pick up everything. I really like these Bethesda games, the way they design it, where if you're interested in going around and picking up stuff, you can. What Requiem does is it makes it worthwhile to pick stuff up. Okay, these big pots, they can be recycled into iron ingots. So I pick those up. And I want those iron boots, that I see iron ingots. And why do I want that? To level smithing. Clothes irons can be recycled. Pretty much everything iron. So I'm looking for ale. Well, actually, I'm just going to take everything that isn't marked steel. I make use of food too, so I want to pick up food. Yeah, and I do manage to go through without... in this game, I managed to go through, pick everything up, and not steal anything. If I accidentally pick up something marked steal, if my character is forbidden to steal, then I have to reload and do it again, and that's pretty tedious. There is a mod, which I've never used, to prevent you from picking up anything marked as steal. I've never used it. I just don't pick up things that are marked with steal. I just pick up things that are available. But occasionally I do make a mistake and I have to reload. But in this game I didn't. In this game I didn't accidentally pick up anything. I didn't want to.
I heard him boasting at the bannered mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers anything.
This quest is good for a level up of speech, and it's also good for a getting a lot of garlic.
I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
And tomatoes. She has tomatoes and leeks, so I want those items too.
Fresh fruit and vegetables.
And all I have to do is go in and talk to this guy inside the inn. And anytime a character asks you to chop wood, you should do it, because usually they give you something, more than just cash, which I'm about to show you.
We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? Honest gold for honest work.
Okay, thanks for the
Need
30
anything
septims,
else? Just
and
let
thank
me
you
know.
for everything in the inn that I can now pick up. And there is a lot of stuff in here to pick up as well. Iron tankards. I think I can get to 100 smithing just on iron tankards. I can recycle those into iron ingots and make iron armor, and I think get to 100 smithing if I wanted to test that out. This place is loaded with salt and garlic and things I can recycle into iron. Tons of food. Just, you know, level nothing, how to get started. And lots of money. Look how much gold is just lying around. So, yeah, and I don't feel bad about taking it. And most of this stuff, I'm going to walk across the street and, yeah. So I'm going to walk across the street and sell it for a little bit of nothing. But that little bit of nothing will level speech. And put coin in the pocket, so not bad. I like to make beef stew, vegetable soup, elsewhere fondue, and now I'm going to go through... Actually, I'm just enjoying how great my orc looks. That's what I'm really doing there. But I'm going to pick everything up. This is the bed. This is a free bed, and it's a good bed. So it gives you the well-rested bonus. Outside the Jarl's Palace, I want all of this stuff. Nordic Barnacle. Yes, thank you. I'll take all of that. And also, this is a really nice swimming pool. Nice music. Who doesn't enjoy a swim at night in a little swimming pool by the Jarl's Palace? Now this skeleton is tied somehow to Earthguard. She talks about, there's speculation, she talks about something in her past, a relationship of some kind, things going wrong. People have tied that out, that somehow is someone she knows, maybe she killed them. Not sure the details on that, but I like Earthguard, and I also like looting everything in her house too, which I can do.
Youth to days. I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I'm here not to level up evasion, which is what happens if we fight. Just, I want to level speech.
I won't bother Carlotta ever.
And I'm looking to get speech to 35.
Dead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles in gold.
It's been a very busy day, carrying all this heavy stuff around and putting it in barrels. It's exhausting.
When he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
So my goal is to go around to all the towns, talk to everyone, do every single little quest, get as much money as possible, and just fiddling around. And we've just started. We've managed to pick up almost 3,000 septims. And we haven't done anything. We just walk around and talk to people.
and so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of
Yeah, I really like this place. Very cool.
Ragnar was boastful no more. When his
And Lazgar is looking great.
on the floor,
So come out here and talk to
Ripe fruit
Carlotta.
and fresh vegetables for sale. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help.
Okay, now I can take everything
Fresh fruit and
that is
vegetables
here,
every
and
day.
she has stuff that I want. This is great for vegetable soup, and the tomatoes are always good.
They're all alike, from Skyrim
More
Requiem.
tomatoes, always better.
They care only for war and politics and treat their women like cattle. Ripe fruit
And might
fresh
as well pick this up,
vegetables for
what the
sale.
heck. And I won't be using these barrels, but there are more barrels.
Tired of bread and stew.
But it's a good day.
Fish and fruit.
Baked loaves,
yourself and
still
your kindred.
warm.
And the garlic, she has garlic there, and I picked that up. Okay, that's enough for now. I put everything in barrels, and we're headed off to our next stop, which is a big stop for us. And yep, I'm just enjoying how cool she looks. Where's my follower? Where's the baggage handler? I'm gonna need my baggage handler in the next stop.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Next stop, Windhelm. I need some big money. So I'm going to Windhelm and we're going to get rich.